What up, fellas? Demas, the pretend to be black guy, here to help y'all out with a little bit of the PI. I've had a few people ask me, hey, Demas, what do you do about this, and how do you produce that? And yeah, I just wanted to open up and throw out a few little of my techniques. I mean, there's a wide variety out there, of course, but these are mine. This is what I do, and it's pretty simplified. First thing I want to show you is this box technique right here. I keep all my stuff at the top. As you can see, I've got the assets, blah, blah, blah. As I need something, everything goes to that box. Oh, here we go, one of them that ain't set. I just pull it together and I put them in the same box. Yeah, I don't have anything training because this is just a PI alt. He's already been trained up for all of what I'm going to do with him. As you can see, train this up right here to help out with your little PI issues with these customs offices. When I'm finished with the box, I just double click here and it minimizes it. Open up again whenever I need something, double click, minimize. Okay, now I don't know if you know that you can go do this, or you can double click on it and it'll pull it up just as quick. All right. On this planet here, this is my lava planet. I'm scanning down for base metals because I'm really low on reactive metals. I've got plenty of everything else, but I'm really, really low on reactive metals. And if we look at my inventory, in my corp hanger here, under P1, yeah, I've only got 7,000 units, which is really, really, really low. Can't get nothing done without my reactive. I've got some raw material, but that's not a lot. Only 473,000 of base metal, so I could actually take this out here to this planet, throw it in here, and that way it'll go ahead and take care of that, but I ain't really bothered about it. All right, so what I did was, and if you look at, normally when you first set up your planet, when you very first do it, your very first one, your very, 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 the bar looks like this. So I shrink it down, which gives me the widest of angles of what it is, the hot spots. To narrow that down, I will grab it in the center right here and then slide it in until I see the one hot spot. So that lets me know where is the most concentrated area, which is right here. Now when I set the planet up and I put the extractor down, more of it was over here, but now it has moved because the materials move depending on how many people's on the planet, how much is being sucked up, what's being pulled off of the planet. Most people pull off the felsic magma or the non-CS crystals. This is silicone and this is your non-CS crystals or whatever. I mean your child structures. So for me though, because I'm low, I'm pulling the base metals. Now I've got my cycle time on my extractor for a day and 2 days and an hour. That's just so I don't have to keep coming back. And as you can see, it's pulling in enough material because I've got some extra. It's pulling in enough material to provide enough to fill up all four and then fill it up again with extra. And now I've got a little extra here, and you can see I've already got 640 units. So that's a basic setup. I mean, you can look at a few of the other ones. They're basically the same thing. This one I'm extracting base materials as well, but and if you can see that in this half-hour cycle, because 2 days and an hour still is under a 30-minute cycle. Anything over that now it goes to an hour. So I try to keep it at 30 minutes, so it's got something coming every 30 minutes. These are on cycle times of an hour, so I will fill it up twice before this cycle time's out. So if you look at it, these right here, although all 5 are running, it only has this one full and this is half full. So when this cycles out again in 30 minutes, oh, actually these are 30 minutes as well. I thought they were an hour. My mistake. So when they cycle up, they'll cycle at the same time. It'll be throwing the next one in, and maybe it shouldn't have that fifth one there. So you'll have to, you'll tweak that up for yourself and see. In low sec and high sec, you can get away with it more because, to be honest, you're gonna pull in a lot more material. All right, let's look at my robotic planet. This planet right here, I'm doing nothing but pulling down P1 material to make robotics, and my 4 outer ones are robotics. And robotics, if you notice, takes mechanical parts and consumer electronics. So on my outer edge, these 4 here and these 4 here are mechanical parts. The inner 4 are consumer electronics. Now, for production-wise, each output here, if you look at it, is 5 units. But this input needs 10 units. It says 10 units. So what I'll do is I'll attach, for each one of these, I will attach 2. 2 mechanical parts and 2 consumer electronics. And it's the same way on here. That's why you see the versions like that. All right. This one here, when I bring the P1 to the planet, I've got this one with chiral structures and toxic metals, and I'll put 12,500 units of each P1. That brings it to 9,000 and some change, and it will give me roughly 465 units of robotics on this side and 465 on that side, making it 930 units total. And I'll put 12,500 of the reactive and precious metals on this side, and everything is linked to where they need to go. Now, another thing I do is, because this one needs the 10 units, this is an hour cycle, and this is an hour cycle. So instead of me linking it from here, or the routing it is what it's called, routing. I don't route it from here to here. I will route it from here straight into the processing. This one here too. So these 2 mechanical parts and these 2 consumer electronics are directly fed to here. So as soon as these cycle up, they fill that up, and then it starts its cycle. When this dumps into here, these 2 will finish again, and it throws right back in. So it's no waste. There's no need for it to go here and then come back here. I mean, it's not that it's going to hurt anything, but it's just saving you a couple extra steps. You'll just create the route right straight to here and be done with it. And then you just pull it off your planet and you're done. So, fellas, I hope that helps you out a little bit. If there's anything that you say, hey, Mike, what about this? How do I set up that planet? I do have other characters that are doing all the P4 materials. So I can definitely help you out with putting it together. I've got one making coolant, one making mechanical parts. This one here is making the robotics, of course. And I try to simplify the layout as best I can. And this one seems to be pretty good. I mean, everything is laid out. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention, you can only go 6 slots, 6 spaces, whatever you want to say, So this one is feeding the outside. So it'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's as far as it'll be able to go. If I had another one here, it wouldn't reach it. I would have to make some other type of link to get there. Before, I would always, I would have a link from each processor like this going to it. And that just, man, it was kind of crazy to keep up with. And then I seen another video where they had linked it all together like that, and I was like, oh man, I didn't know that worked like that. So, yeah, if you got any questions, let me know. I can make another video, but hopefully this one right here will be enough to help y'all out, and then you can be good. All right, man. Demon Store over and out.